getting resource for themselves. Let me tell you something that a lot of people do not know. Do you know the same APC, when they were ACN then, in 2013 demanded electoral voting? I'll read you a report. In 2013, precisely on the 13th of January, the Nation newspaper, a paper that is proprieted by the current president and the top APC man, reported that Alhaji Lai Mohammed was asking the then federal government that they must do electronic voting in 2015. Because then ACN, which later became APC, was in the opposition. They never thought that we'll bring out that document. If you go check my Twitter at Rufai, you will see the document and you will see the story. And please save that story, because now that we've brought it out, they might try to delete it.
If the APC thought Nigerians would forget, they clearly underestimated one man, Rufai Oseni, one of the most fearless voices in Nigerians' media space today. Rufai Oseni has quietly become a thorn in the flesh of the ruling elite. Not because he is a politician, but because he understands one dangerous thing: facts don't expire. While President Bola Tinubu, Senate President Godswill Akpabio, and the APC were perfecting plans to quietly remove mandatory electronic transmission of election results from Nigeria amended Electoral Act, Rufai Oseni did what journalists do. He went digging, and what he uncovered shook Aso Rock. Rufai Oseni resurfaced a 2013 report by the Nation newspaper, a publication owned by President Bola Tinubu himself. In that report, Lai Mohammed, then the National Publicity Secretary of the Action Congress of Nigeria, ACN, the same ACN that later merged to form APC, openly demanded electronic voting of election transmission of results ahead of the 2015 general elections. Now let that sink in. In 2013, APC wanted electronic transmission. In 2015, APC benefited from it. In 2027, APC are now afraid of it. Why? Because transparency only looks attractive when you are in opposition. Once power is secured, transparency becomes a threat. The 2015 election, powered by reforms and technology, ended PDP's 16-year grip on power and ushered Muhammadu Buhari into office. APC celebrated it as if it was a victory for democracy. Today, that same party wants Nigerians to return to manual collation, closed rooms, and what many now called miracles without evidence. And here's why it gets even darker. Hours after Rufai Oseni shared that 2013 article on social media, the report mysteriously disappeared from public access. Links stopped working, searches came up empty, but the screenshots were already out, the receipts were already saved. That is why Rufai Oseni is dangerous to this establishment, not because he shouts, but because he documents. This is the same APC government under which Nigerians are battling record inflation, massive inflation in food prices, unstable electricity, mass youth unemployment, capital flight, and fleeing investors. Yet, instead of fixing the economy, their focus is clear: control the process in 2027. But something has changed. Yesterday, Mr. Peter Obi led protesters to the National Assembly, demanding one simple thing: mandatory electronic transmission of results. The message from Nigerians at the protest was unmistakable. A glitch in 2023 was a mistake. A glitch in 2027 would be a crime. Nigerians are tired of manual miracles. If results don't match what appears on IRF in real time, then the mandate is stolen, plain and simple. And this is not the Peter Obi of 2023. This is not the quiet man who watched INEC under Mahmoud Yakubu announce results that plunged millions into hardship. This is a Peter Obi who has grown thicker skin. A Peter Obi who understands that power conceals nothing without pressure. A Peter Obi who knows that 2027 will not be won by silence but by resistance. If this breakdown is making sense to you, just nod, lock in, subscribe, because this channel is where receipts are kept and lies don't survive. We'll see you in the next video.